Hello, everyone. This is me, Al, with another edition of the RPG Maker Help Desk. Uh, I'm starting to kind of see that maybe Sunday night, probably maybe the best time for me to do any kind of stream like this, just to try to help folk out, see if folks are interested. What you're currently looking at right now. Hi, Chato. Thanks for coming to the stream, man. Appreciate you hanging out. What you're currently looking at me now doing is answering a question that I was given for my the help desk request form. I blocked out the name, of course, and the person here asked me. I've also updated the form to actually so people can tell me what kind of version of RPG Maker they're using, so there's no confusion. But since I didn't know that, or they didn't tell me that, I can't really fault them that. They said if someone wants to make a weapon that can switch form, how should they do that? So I tried to do this earlier, but nobody had come at that particular point. Oh, hold on. Let me see if I can let the guys on Discord know that I'm on. I do apologize. I know that looks very unprofessional. So what I did was I just set up the map already. I kind of had the idea set up in my mind on how at least one way I wanted to do it, but I think there might be a couple of ways that you may want to do it. So I guess we're going to try to work through, I guess, what would be the quote-unquote easiest way of doing it. And then see if we can go from there. So I'm going to put this out for the guys at Discord on my Discord channel, see if they'll stop by. Honestly, I should have done that first. So again, I want to thank you guys, or guy or lady, whomever child may be, for coming in. I appreciate you doing so. Hoping you're enjoying the music. And if you have a question, I'll see if I can try to get to it after I see if we can figure out what we can do for the person who didn't leave a name before them. I hope that maybe Chado might be the one who may have left that question, so they can kind of fill me in a little bit more on what they were looking for. Give me a second here. We're gonna go right there. We're gonna come here. Paste that in. Put this for at everyone. All of them. I want them all. Joe, welcome to me. Okay. Put it out on Discord for the guys on my Discord channel. If you do want to try to join my Discord, we have a pretty good group of guys there. Currently, I'm maybe accepting positions for a community manager, someone to kind of help to manage everything while I'm trying to work and also try to get my game dev stuff going as well. So if you're interested, sign up down there. Probably leave me a DM on Discord. Let me know what you're into, if you're interested in my games and stuff like that. That's part of the prerequisite of I kind of want people who want to be kind of serious about the games I make and really want to help me out. So if you're interested in something like that, hit me up on Discord. Links down in the chat panel. Let's get into it. Okay. So number one, I think the way that might be the easiest way of doing this. What you're gonna notice here in the database here is that I turned all of the basic, like the sword, the axe, the cane, and the bow into like different forms for this particular weapon. I called it a transformer. Gave it this kind of amorphous kind of blob type thing that kind of symbolize that it's something that can be changed, it's changeable. It's not going to be the same thing all the time. So that's what I put on there for it, at least at this particular point. And then what we'll do is have it a switch to a certain point, and it'll change it. Say we're gonna maybe go with the switch, the option at first. So we got here the sword tutor. This is going to be the person who's going to grant the hero the ability, say that give the power to slash. And let's say we put, say, we could probably do a parallel process. No. Make it an auto start, but it'll start when a certain switch is allowed. So now we're gonna close that up. What you want to notice here is that the sword tutor, when the person talks to him, when the hero plays to talk to him, it'll say, "I'll grant you the power slash." Let's put like a little bit of an ME right here to kind of make it a little more dramatic. New, and we'll put like, say, some kind of fancy music like fanfare. I always like to kind of keep my music around about like 75. Yeah, around about there. Let me see. All right, so we'll kind of keep it there. We're gonna cut this, put this underneath it like that, paste. So it'll make a nice little dramatic thing, and I'll add that. All right, so now we make this an auto run. We're gonna have the 5 switches here, or 4 switches. And say, we'll call this one slash. We'll call this one bop. Call this one, oh, that's chop. Never mind. Hold on. Chop. Chop. That's not bad. What did I call the other one? Did I call it bop or bash? Staff. But that is going to be what mode was that again? I'm gonna go back to that. Slash chop bop shoot. What's another way for bop? I guess bam. What do you call it? Like bam. Okay, and so we'll do like this. Gotta fix that. So we'll call this one bam, and the other one shoot. Shoot. So we'll make this one come on when it does that. We'll put like a message and say, we'll go, and this is actually to show the name of the hero. So if you don't know, this will actually be a good way for you to find out. Let's see if we can get. I want to show this to you just in case you don't know. They usually have like a little screen thing that pops out to let you know. Oh, doggone it. Nope. Okay. Well, if you don't know, if you want to show your hero's name, what you're going to do is the / capital N, which is the name of the hero, and then you actually put its database ID right here, which is in this case for the hero Harold is going to be 1. Oh, here we go. So you can see right there. So V is actually going to show the value of a variable. N is the name of the nth, with nth is going to be the number. You got P here, party member. So you got all these little things right there. Probably anyone might want to pause the video here because I'm going to have to make a highlight of this. So you want to pause the vehicle for that so you can learn something. you can go for that. If people really want me to like show them how it works, I mean, I have no problem doing that for them, but I might do that in a later video. Anyway, so let's see. So we're going to say usually apostrophe, and we're going to say transformer can now slash. Now that's the transformer. Just want to make sure everybody realizes this is the name of the weapon that you're going to be using. That transforms a magical weapon that will, with for some reason 3 L's, will change form to meet the wielder's needs. Let's try to make that look a little bit better. There we go. We'll put that as transformer. And what I did was I just added this particular weapon to Harold, the hero's class right here. So that's the weapon he's going to have. So this is what he's going to start out with as his base at first. That's his base. So like say he'll get it in like say an altar, like a magical quest or something like that. He probably won't have anything at first. He'll probably just like punch with his hands, whatever. And then he finally gets this. And this would be the weapon that's going to be equipped to his class. Or is equipped by his class. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to copy this page. And we're going to 1, 2, 3. Change the name here. This one is going to be shoot. This one is going to be bam. And this one, if you just joined the chat, please let me know so I can shout you out. I just want to know who's here, that's all. Don't be shy. I don't bite unless on command. Chop. All right. We'll change this to chop. We'll change this to bam. And we'll change this to shoot. Now, what's going to happen here is we're going to change the weapon here. No. We're going to change the party member Harold. No. Well, we got it. Change equipment. There we go. So it doesn't actually change the actual weapon? That's strange. Let me see something here. This is not like regular RPG. Change weapons. That's odd. So you can change the weapon. Put Adam. Okay. Huh. Okay. Give me a second here. I know what I gotta do. Nope. Right here. These weapons right here. And what do we got here? Physical damage. So let's see. Weapon type. Maybe we can just add this to that then, because it's not going to change the form. Let's try this then. Because this will do hit damage, slash damage. This is also slash. So it'll still do the animation of a slash, but the weapon type will be that. Now I want to see something here real quick. Weapon types. Flail. And let's just check the states. I want to see something here. Okay. So if that's the case, then we could just make that all a transformer. Because everything else is still going to be the same. Nothing has changed, more or less, except for the animation. And the animation will still stay the same. Physical, 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 physical. All of it's physical. All of it's the same. All right. So it seems how it's all going to be physical, then it shouldn't be that much of a problem. So let's say change equipment. And we'll get to a transformer slash. Now when it comes transformer slash, now it'll change it from that to a sword. And let's see something else here. I want to see something. Change equipment. Nope. So it's not going to do anything at this point. It'll just change it to that. And then if the chop is changed, so then we change it to this. We'll just copy this. Copy. Paste. And we'll make that into chop. Come over here. Over there. We'll paste this. And this will be bam. We'll change that into paste. Oh, not paste. What am I thinking of? Jeez Louise. Where's my brain at? Shoot. All right. Now, these will all give different animations. Now, what's going to happen here is, let's say you had like regular swords, axes, canes, and bows and arrows or whatever, right? And let's say that you gave them a certain like attack. Let's say you give slash 10 physical, and then say with a luck, say of an additional luck of 3, an additional luck of 7, right? And you give this one maybe a higher attack, but like you lower the agility a little bit by about 5. The staff, maybe a little bit of magical defense, magical attack with this, give it a 7. Give it about an 11 or 12. And then with the bow, you give it more agility, same attack, maybe drop the attack a little bit, like about to 8. And give it a little bit of boost, say like that. Now what's going to happen here when it changes form, this icon will change, which will give the person the idea, or at least the impression in their mind, that the weapon has changed form every time when you do that. So now you can do it that way if you want. And let's just look at this for a second. Let me just copy this. So we'll copy. No, I don't want to do that. So we're going to have to see. We'll have to put a self switch. This would be A. We'll put another page right here. New page. Put that as a self switch. And we can put this as B. Nope, not right here. A new page here. This will be a self switch of B. We'll put this here. New page. Self switch of C. Go here. New page. Self switch of D. And then we'll have the self switch A turn on as well. And what we're going to do is copy Control A, select everything, then we can just Control C or just click that. And then we'll come to here. All right. So you don't need to do all that then. So then we'll just come here then, copy these two, copy that. Come over here. We'll paste it. No. Oh crap. Messed up. We'll put the switch 2 on. There we go. There we go. So this is what I meant to do. Take this, copy that over. Get rid of that. We'll put this to chop. put this for B. Come over here, do the same thing again, paste. Put this on this, bam. Make this C. Come here. We'll just change that. And we'll put this to shoot. We don't want to have any redundancy, so we want to get rid of those. Yeah, this. We want to get rid of that. Get rid of that. Okay. Oh, no. I was right. Slash on slash. I made a mistake there. Whoops. Well, why do you need to put the slash on there? You don't need this. This is already on. This was already on, so you don't need to do that. But you can do this. Go back. Change equipment. This will be shoot. This should be bam. Let me know you can still hear me as well as the music as well. Just want to make sure that I'm still heard. And we'll paste. We'll go here. This will be slash. Then we'll come here and this will be chop. Yeah, are you able to hear me? Just want to make sure that you guys can hear me if hear me talking. All right, so need to power the slash. Oh, I didn't copy that part over. That's what I meant to copy over. This right here. Okay, I give you the power to chop. Oh. And we'll turn that switch chop on. Copy this over. We'll paste it. Quick edit. Bam. Oop. Not BMA. Bam. Thwap. Maybe I should change it to that. I just thought about that. I give you the power to thwap. Shoot. I think I will do that. Shoot. So I'll change it to that. Let's change that to thwap. Thwap. I'll change the name of that switch to thwap. THWAP. Ooh, WAP. THWAP. Thwap. Unless slash chop. We'll make that thwap. Okay, and we'll just kind of put that in the middle. Well, we can leave it at the bottom. We can leave it at the bottom. So this will come on, and then it'll switch to the last page, and that'll go off. So this is basically a event here as I can see, and it may go through a little bit more refinement, but that will probably be something that the person, whomever they were, when they asked the question, if they wanted something a little bit more than that, I'll see if I can try to come up with another option as well. At least I'll try to. But let's see how this plays out. I don't think we'll get any errors, but you never know. I think we should be this should work relatively fine without any problems. We're just waiting for it tonight. It's probably going to take a little while because it actually is streaming. I got other stuff here. Let's just close that picture right there. I have the chat up. Have I heard of the game Cube World? Yes, I have, and actually seen some people play it. I think that's a nice idea. I don't know if it's a good game to watch. Probably is a good game to play by yourself or like with friends, but I don't know if it's anything that you want to like watch for long periods of time. It's a good idea though. I heard that the guy who made it kind of just dropped it on everybody that he made it, that he was putting it out in early access, and didn't give too much of a notice in regards with it. Like they didn't hear from him for like, I think like a year and a half. Okay, it kind of looked like it's like something's a little bit missing. Like the idea sounds good. It does, but it just sounds like the execution isn't all that great for some. This should have opened up by now. Or is it because of this? Backup and sync. Maybe I need to just close that because that probably might be slowing some things down. It does have a tendency to do that when I use RPG Maker because I have a lot of my projects saved on the backup and sync for Google, so that probably may be slowing some things down. Okay. Yeah, let me just. I can't really turn it off right now. Hold on a second. Do 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 do. Do, 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 do. Hope everybody is having at least a fairly decent night tonight. And I hope that your week was pretty good. Mine was profitable. A little busy, but profitable. Really? Okay. I know what I got to do then. I'm going to have to just go to the task manager and just kill this from there. And just put it back up later on. Just have to kill this for right now and then put it back on later on. Come on. This, where is it? End this task right here, right now. There is no other place I want to be. This too. Doggone, really? Find My Junk Files always seems to take up a lot of space on the drive for some reason or other on my CPU. For some weird reason. Every time when I run it, it always gives me that issue. Oh, I don't want this. I don't want that. Okay, so that should take care of that. What else we got going on here? There's one in the background. This should have went away. All right. I shall grant you the power to slash. So we'll just go to status. Shield cloth. Doesn't have the weapon equipped or something? Hold on a second. First off, let's go to the database. Go to system. We'll just make it just him. Just delete everybody else. Okay. So why didn't it show up in his weapons then? Let's see something here. Okay, yeah, that. Huh. Let's take a look at something real quick. Make sure I didn't make a mistake. Because that should be his initial equipment at first. Huh. You should have had it at first. Maybe I have to put it on him in his there we go. There we go. I gotta put him on him initially. But even then, he should have been able to change apparel equal transformer slash. So that should have changed it then. So that might mean I might have to do a little bit more with this. Let's see. All right, so status. So we got the transformer. All right. Magic weapon that will change form to meet the wielder's needs. All right. So we'll go here. I shall grant you the power to chop. Harold's transformer can now chop. So now let's see what we got. But it didn't change. Okay. So it's not going to do that way. Let me see. No. Active to change equipment. Type of the equipment to be changed. Item to be newly equipped. The party must have the specified item. I see. Okay, so you're gonna have to add it. That was my mistake. All right. So then here we go. Then change weapon. We add it. That's what I made the mistake at. Okay. And then we change weapon. The transformer, and we decrease it by 1. And I think we'll just do this. Edit. Include. No. This is what we'll do. This is the one we're going to get rid of. Include equipment. And then we'll have it equip that. All right. So here's what we're going to do. Copy this. Ooh, excuse me. And we're going to paste it. Change it to chop. Can't believe I forgot that. Same thing. Paste this here. I forgot to change that. Well, let me just get to this right now. Paste. Put this in right here. Shoot. Apply. Go to weapon. Swap. All right, give me 1 second. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Just had to tuck the boys in for the night. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. So that takes care of that. Now let's see if that'll work. Do 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 do. Still taking a while for this to come up. I think what I'll do is maybe once, probably at the close of the closer to the nearer end of the day, I may just like do a dev stream, because I want to get back to doing my dev work, and I also want to stream as well. So I'll probably just have the music on, and I'll just be doing my dev work as well. I'll probably start that probably tomorrow, so you guys can see me trying to wrap up some things, and maybe you can offer your opinions, your thoughts while I'm doing that. See if you guys like that. All right. So we get a good look at him. We go to his status. He has a transformer. All right. So all right. So we go through the fanfare. All right. So now that's done. Status. Yeah. Nice. Okay. So that's one way of doing it. So let's see. That's the thing. You can do it that way. Or let's say we just turn these off altogether. And we can do it in a way, instead of it being a tutor, the tutor can actually give them, like, say, an orb that'll transform it into XYZ. So let's see. we'll go to items. We'll take this up to say about 10. And we say slash tech orb. We'll come over here. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4. So we'll give him the red one. And we also got what was that? The chop tech orb. We'll do it this way. Make that yellow. And then the thwap tech orb. Make that green. And then we have the shoot tech orb. And then we'll make this one, what's that one? Blue? Make that blue. And say non-consumable, because he can switch out. All right. Nope. We'll make this the scope of none. Let's see here. Is there a way that you're gonna make it so only a certain armor, other, add skill? Nope. Okay, you'd have to do something a little bit. You have to use like plugins or something for that. Not a problem. Well, let's see. How are we gonna make this work? So I guess we could make it consumable. No, I guess we don't have to at this point. And then have him choose if he wants to change the weapon or not. Like, wait, say like a button press or something like that. Say, if he presses some button, and then it pulls up like a little menu that he can make a choice from. Do you want to choose from X, Y, Z? Now, that could probably work. We probably would have to use Hime's multiple choices, but I want to see something real quick. Let's see. Select item. Item type. Oh, okay. No. Change items. Excuse me. So we got shop processing. You got the save menu. You'd also have to get something that actually shows the menu. Say for this. Let's see. Let's see if Drifty actually did that. I mean, that the one that I showed you before, that's probably one way of doing it, but it's probably not fully complete. So I want to show something maybe that is actually. Well, no, actually, I don't think I'd have to go that far. We'll give them a parallel process event. No, we don't have to do that. We don't have to do that. Come here. Yes. And say we'll give him, take this off, and then we'll change item / tech orb. Okay. Do the same thing here. Let's see. We need a crafting menu. No, I don't think we will. Could we? We probably could in a way. Let's see. Let's pull up a crafting menu with that. Or just use it and have a common event that'll just change it to that. That also could work. So I think we'll do it that way. We don't necessarily. I don't want to try to do this with what we have in terms of eventing first before we get into all the other stuff. Because I don't want to confuse people or have them asking multiple questions. Well, how do you do this, that, and third? I want to kind of keep it at least somewhat simple. And then maybe do the more advanced stuff maybe somewhere down the line if people have enough of an interest. All right, so let's see. Here's how we can do this. We'll have common events. And we'll move this up by 4. So we'll just have /mode /mode whatever chop mode thwap mode shoot mode. So what we'll have here is when this comes on, let's see. Guess we can have some condition branches here. Let's see. I guess we could do it that way. Say if chop mode, if the condition branch this is on, then what we'll do is no, because we're not going to change. We're not going to do that. Let's see. Let's see, because if that's on. Yeah, all right. So we'll turn chop off. And then what we'll do is decrease that by 1 and increase that by 1, and then we'll equip it. There we go. I think that'll work. So it'll turn chop off. So if chop is on, it'll turn it off. It'll remove transformer chopper, then add transformer slash, and then change the weapon for that. So what we'll do is we'll copy this. I also want to put on slash. Turn that on. So we'll copy this, and we'll do this for the other weapon. Paste, paste. So say if thwap is on, we'll remove transformer thwap. And we'll do the same thing with shoot. I think I'll just do that because that'll take a little time to actually do it for the other ones. And I think I'm kind of losing folk, which is fine. Thwap, shoot. So this is just basically just an example that I just want to show. And then you would do something the same way for each of the other weapons as well. I'm just going to show an example with this for right now. right, so we're going to get that orb, and we're going to put a common event with that orb, this one, with this item. So other common event, that. So every time when he uses the item, if any of the other switches are on, then it'll change to that. Oh, otherwise, well, you know what? Let's kind of do it like this. We'll edit it, have an else clause, and then we'll put this, cut, put that in there, paste. This will have an else clause. This is just to check to make sure any of the other switches are on first, and if not, then it'll do what it really should be doing at this point, and this is when it will add this and then change. Or wait, hold on a second. Let's just copy these two real quick. Or actually change these three. Copy. So we'll just paste, and then what we'll do is we'll get rid of the transformer, decrease that by 1, increase that 1, and then change it, put with that. So that's what it should do. So what it's going to do is going to check, is chop on? No. Okay, if that's not on, then check if thwap is on. If that's not on, check if shoot is on. If none of these three are on, then it'll go with this. It'll remove it'll decrease the weapon, transform it, it'll take it out the inventory. Include equipment. I think I'm going to do that with this one too. Include equipment. Include equipment. Include equipment. So it's going to take the weapon that's currently equipped, whichever one it would be, it'll take that out. It'll add the weapon that you want to have equipped, and then it will equip it there for that particular hero as well. So transform 1, he already has it. He'll already have that already from the break. So take that, add the slash, and then it'll add it to his equipment every time when you use this particular orb. Also, I think I want to put something here, a new conditional branch. Let's see, just in case people want to keep doing the same thing over and over again, because you never know, your players will always like to do crazy little nonsense like that. So we're going to cut, we'll paste, and it'll check for that. And then what we'll do is put in a little message here, and we'll kind of show it in the middle. Say you, say this. Okay, we'll say the transformer is already in slash mode. There we go. Now that should be fairly decent. And again, what you'll do is you'll do it for all the other modes that you want this particular weapon to change or transform into. I think this is maybe a better version of, at least maybe a more expanded version of what I showed you. Now there's another one with a version that I can show you, but I think maybe I'll save that for another time, because that was going to take a lot more digging into, and I got to learn a little bit more in regards to the coding language for which is going to be JavaScript. That's going to be something a little bit more advanced, I think. Excuse me. So we're going to wait for this. We're going to put this up, and then I think I may just call it a night. I think everybody else is probably doing what they're doing. My voice is getting a little tired, and I think what I want to do is I want to get the setup ready so I can start streaming this. So probably maybe Monday, maybe Wednesday and Friday, and show just to do my dev work and stuff like that. Plus, I got to get ready for the work week. I mean, thankfully, I work from home, but I still got to get ready for it mentally, and I got to get up in the morning and everything else. So that takes a little bit of time. Plus, I got to spend a little time with the wife. All you guys who are married will probably understand that, or maybe you guys who have a lady or women who have a man in your life, you probably understand that. So let's just wrap this up. Let's see how this will work. Well, this should work. Again, if the person who asked that question is watching this, if you wanted something a little bit more in-depth, and I'm pretty sure that you probably might, again, reach out to me. Let me know which version of RPG Maker you're working on, and I will try to make a special video just for that. I now grant you the power to slash. All right. Item. Slash tech. And we have an item. Didn't remove that? Why didn't that?